All this week, we're visiting classic Tulsa burger joints to give you a taste of the best this city has to offer. Then you can vote for your favorite online. We're starting here in Peoria with CLAUDS. They've been doing it since I was about 3 years old. It's a small place, but that's a lot of meat.
Everybody eats when they come to my house. All my friends are welcome.
Their classic diner experience starts long before lunch hour.
I've been doing this for a long time.
There's a symphony of stainless steel clanging in the back room. The coleslaw gets made, then the burgers are cranked out with a clear metallic rhythm that's been with them from the very start. The brothers who run this place grew up in the business. They started with their dad out on East Admiral. After the business moved to Brookside in '65, their father had some health issues, so they stepped in with more help.
I came in to fill in for him. For a while, it was supposed to be temporary, and it's been temporary for about 40 years now.
Cliff and Robert Hobson will tell you they honor their dad with their work every day. Their food and their customers also go way back.
There's just no comparison. We tell all of our friends it's the best hamburger in town. It really is. A lot of years, isn't it? I used to work
35, 40?
Yeah, I don't know how old it is, but I've been coming here for years and years. A lot of years.
I imagine you develop a lot of relationships with your regulars and stuff over time.
You do. You get to know families, and then their kids, and then their kids. So we've gone through some generations with different families.
What do you think it is about this place and your food that's created that kind of family traditions?
I don't know. It's nostalgic. You know, people bring their kids in. You know, they want them to see. You know, there used to be a lot of places like this at one time. You know, I think that's people like to introduce that to their kids.
I kind of like it because I wasn't here when it was old, and so I get kind of see what it was like.
I just started coming here back in junior high school. My parents brought me here, and I'm bringing my daughter. Now, I mean, it's a cool place. It's small, quaint. It's what you want out of Oklahoma burger joint.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
The grandparents will remember the classic 50s burger. It's done medium well with mustard, pickles, and onion. I'd do the cheese with onions in.
Okay.
As you're cooking, Robert, what are you looking for in terms of how it cooks, how you want it done?
Oh, I go by sound. We usually cook it medium well. Right now it's got a higher pitched sound, and it kind of lowers a little bit down in tone. Just notice how the sound's down.
Mm-hmm. The sound was different, but it's the taste that matters. That's a good looking burger with the cheese coming down the side. Here we go. Make sure we do this justice. Very good.
Thank you.
The grilled in is the way to go.
Yes, it is.
Part of it going down the side of my face. You pay extra for that.
All my friends are welcome. Don't try to coax me, you moke shoe.
They work every day to keep the tradition alive, but staying the same isn't easy. It's a constant struggle because of changes in suppliers and products, but they keep going.
I'm proud of what we've done, that we've stayed here this long, and that we're still going strong, and we have a lot of loyal customers. So, yeah, even at the end of a tough day, you know, and you think, well, we'll make it through another one, so.
Because everybody eats when they come to my house. Everybody eats when they come to my house.
Can I help you?
That's the sound that makes hearts beat a little faster in this historic burger stand. It's a deep affection that goes way back on a number of different levels.
You better eat it, it kills you.
Where did it start? Where did it come from?
1949, Hank Henry and Ruby, his wife, they opened it up in downtown 11th and Frisco.
Hoping this good food will fill ya.
1381, sir.
I mean, my wife, we started dating when I was in the 80s, she was in the 70s, been married 42 years. We used to come here on dates. And but that's kind of what, you know, it really means a lot to us to keep everything exactly the same.
This place has been largely unchanged for 60 years. The food reflects a heartfelt appreciation for what's important.
Lucas!
And so far, things seem to be working out for Dennis and Marilyn. They seem to be getting along just fine. You think it's going to work out with the wife?
Oh, she hadn't killed me yet, so yeah, I think it'll work out with.
What's it like together working in a place like this? It's sort of a Tulsa.
She's my best friend, so you know it's great.
Marilyn will tell you that working here is a lot like marriage. You love each other and help each other, but it has its challenges. What is it like working with the old man here every day since and this whole thing going on since 7th and 8th grade?
I think it took that long for us to get along. I feel I'm the calm person. He's the one that panics, but it's like no stress. So I think it takes both of us to keep it going.
What's it like here during crunch time?
We do get very busy. We can have people standing out the door, and our main thing is to try to get the orders as quick as we can, give them their drinks so they can get seated, and then get the food done as quick as possible and get it to them.
They both say they feel blessed.
You're fine.
And as it turns out, so do a lot of people who love their burgers.
It's a great little kind of hole-in-the-wall spot. You really have a kind of a family atmosphere. They know my name and I know theirs, and they kind of have an investment in it, and they care about their business and they care about their customers.
Their local customers include 5 generations of some families, but that's only the start of their fan base. It's global.
We get new people almost every day and from out of state. And I mean, I think there's been people in here from all over the state, from Italy, Spain, and it's just amazing. Germany, it's just amazing to us, people that come in and say, oh, this is great, and some people don't even know what okra is or tater tots, so when they're from somewhere else, they want to sample everything.
So you're spreading the culture.
Oh yes, oh yes.
The people like the food so much, they leave behind impromptu notes on checks and napkins. There's people here from all over the country, but the Werner family in Sydney, Australia like the food, and down here a lady from Modesto, California says it's the best burger east of the Pacific. Well, tell me about this burger. What's special about it?
They're good. They're just awful good.
What goes into it?
Well, all of our burgers come with mustard, pickles, onions, lettuce, tomatoes. We fry the onions into the meat. Everything's done just like I said, just the way Hank used to do it. And we just take a lot of pride into it, and we use all fresh ingredients every morning. There's nothing, we try not to have anything left over from the day before, and just start out fresh. And
Can you do one for us?
Sure.
Well, have at it.
All right.
They'll cook and dress your burger to order. I did the classic 1950s double. That's with cheese, grilled-in onions, mustard, lettuce, and pickle.
You better read it and choke ya.
That's a good-looking burger. That's the stuff.
That'll hit the spot there, Dan.
I like well done. That's excellent. I'll be back just right. You can find the place on the north side of the boulevard, just west of the Circle and just east of the Tulsa Custom Painting Shop. But you may not need any visual clues at all.
A lot of times what catches them is the smell. They're roaming outside, and they'll say we was following our nose. And then they do like it that it's a smaller business, mom and pop business, I guess if you want to call it. And they do like the atmosphere. It kind of takes them back in time for them.
'Cause everybody eats when they come to my house.
That's the stuff. Our next stop on our tour of classic Tulsa burger joints takes us here to Brownies in Midtown. The family that currently owns this place says it's sort of a born-again classic. They've gone to great pains to restore the flavors that made this place famous almost 60 years ago.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
It's a burger made on a grill that has been seasoned and been around for a long time. We have our famous grilled onions that go in the patty, the greasy bun. Even though some people might, associate that with something negative, it's that greasy bun that gives it all the wonderful flavor.
I pay extra for extra grease.
For extra grease, yeah. That's what makes it good.
I'll fix your favorite dishes.
The onions look good. Lots of onions.
Yes, sir.
A classic 1956 burger doesn't come easy. From the sides to the desserts, authentic is elusive. Is there sort of a responsibility kind of having this burger and root beer legacy?
Very much so. When I took over running the place back in 2010, that tradition had kind of gotten away from it, and you could tell by the numbers and the sales, and a lot of customers that have been coming a long time were not real happy. I sat down and talked with a bunch of them and learned a number of things, and they kind of enlightened me on how things should be.
With customers who have specific ideas about what's right, they went all out to restore the original recipes and ingredients. right down to the pies that were made for years by a little lady named Miss Peace.
We now have their approval, and you know, I mean, because it's a Tulsa icon, so we've worked real hard to keep it the same, not change anything. The original Brownies is still all the same.
The burger that made them famous was mustard, pickle, and onion. In the old days, people could get thrown out for asking about lettuce and tomato. The original is fine with me. I like that the bun shines. That's going to do it. Excellent. Love the onions. Ma'am, can I have a couple napkins? Thank you. I'm not complaining about grease now. That really is a good burger.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
This place is run by the entire Oakley family from the grade schoolers on up. The kids help on the weekends and with the bottom line.
They can tell me no all day when I walk up to them and ask for pie. They're like, oh no, we're good. She shows up and says, would you like a piece of pie right behind me after they told me no? And they're like, okay. I mean, you know, she's too cute. How can you tell her no?
While the Oakleys run the place, they say it's really the customer's restaurant. They want the regulars to feel like family.
Taking care of them, talking to them, knowing, you know, who they are and what's important to them.
If the place closes, they don't eat, you know.
Yeah, and there are people that come and eat every single day. And if they don't come in, you know that they're sick or something's happened. And, you know, it's one of the first things you ask them. Where were you yesterday? What happened?
Michael Waymeyer is in at least once every week, but he remembers his first visit way back in 1984.
My wife was having our daughter and was in labor for over 20 hours. And after it was done and over with, my sister-in-law said, hey, we're all tired. I know this, you look exhausted. I know a great little burger joint to take you to, and this is where she brought me. Been coming ever since.
There you go, sir. Well, you have a good one.
Because everybody eats when they come to my house.
Probably the most unusual of the classic burger joints we're featuring this week is Lindemar Hamburgers in Southwest Tulsa. It's tucked away on a dead-end street near I-44 in Union. And while it has the most unusual location, it also has the most unusual burger. They're very proud of their West Side burger.
Best burger joint in town, Lindemar. Everybody loves a burger, loves a good one.
It's one of the greasiest, best burgers in Tulsa.
How important is the grease to the whole process?
It's very important because, you know, you don't want a dried out burger. You want something that's got flavor and juicy, and when you bite into it, you can get it all over your face.
Everybody eats when they come to my house now.
That kind of attitude has made this place the oldest survivor in a long line of West Side burger joints. The staff also claims the best hospitality west of the Arkansas.
We're full of laughter and smiles. We're all to have a good time, and we're all a big family. That's what we think about. We want everybody to feel like they're part of our family.
For those who don't live in this area, what do you want them to know about this burger?
Everything's fresh. We do it like we're getting ready to eat it. So that's how I tell my staff. We do everything fresh, and our size is tremendous. We give probably 2 or 3 times more fries and tater tots and everything than anybody else.
This place has been in some part of Mike McCutcheon's family since it opened in the 60s. They have serious enthusiasm for their king-size sandwiches. Looks pretty good to me. Two of those burgers?
Huh?
2 of those patties?
Yep.
Oh man, I'm in trouble. What is the West Side Burger? What's that
West
about?
Side Burger is two patties, 2 double cheese on Texas toast.
This is the official West Side Burger?
Official West Side Burger.
That's looking pretty good. Yeah.
Old fashioned.
Texas toast makes it. Now you taste your special salt in there. That's a good burger. Messy too. Yeah. In addition to a lot of good food, the Lindemar offers the most unusual entertainment in town. Its traditional burgers served with classic black and white TV.
The Andy Griffith Show.
Why is Andy of Mayberry playing in the dining room?
It's been like that forever. And one time I tried to put I Love Lucy on, and people threw a fit. And you just don't. It's got to be Andy.
And how did that get started?
My brothers just did it that way, and it's been going ever since. And so we're not going to change, and especially since they've all kind of died off, people really come in now that they know about it.
Mike says Lindemar isn't changing either. They'll stay where they are and keep cranking out big baskets of food for hungry West Siders.
Good down-home food.
Cause everybody eats when they come to my house.
Charles Ely, Tulsa's Channel 8.
3,000 twice, you know that's a good price. Come on, who's gonna bid for me?
There aren't many greasy spoons that offer live music with their food. But at Bill's Jumbo Burger, it's a 20th century sandwich served up with modern inspiration.
3,000 twice, you know that's a good price. Come on.
I just do it. God puts it in my heart, and I just stand here and sing all day. That's what I do.
And what are the selections we hear?
Stuff like from Phillips, Craig and Dean, and just any kind of contemporary Christian stuff. That's what I sing.
So we have spiritual hamburgers.
Yeah, Yeah, you get your spirit filled and your belly all at the same time.
Well, that's my brother. he does it just, I think he does it unconsciously. He just sits there and sings. He sings all the time. So I don't know. I don't even hear him much more anymore. So
Classic burgers and a floor show.
Yeah. He's the floor show.
Should you charge extra?
Nah, he just does it from his spirit, so we're happy about that.
Wait any longer.
Tim Johnson and his sister Teresa are proud to serve the needs of their customers. But in the end, the Celestial takes a back seat to the beef. Their parents started this place when their dad left the Marines in 1960. So they both worked here their entire lives, and they take a lot of pride in their jumbo burgers.
We care about them, so we don't want anything to go out of here that no one's going to eat. So.
She says they're not exactly sure why their burgers have created such a religious following.
Put the onions in the meat, cook them on the grill, good.
Their best guess is the fact that they've been providing friendly service on the same corner for so long.
We've got like 50 years of customers, and that's like 5 generations. So we've got little kids who are adults, and they got kids, and then they got grandkids, and I think that has a lot to do with it.
When I was a little kid, probably 40 years ago.
Some of the best burgers in Tulsa here. I mean, they're delicious. We start calling in at 11 o'clock to get our orders by noon.
Well, we just try to do everything as fresh as we can. We've done it the same way my dad did it like 60 years ago, and nothing changes, and everybody seems to enjoy it, and we've had lots of practice, so it seems to work that way.
Yeah, the loyal customers right here. And it's the best to go from the grill right to the hand. Don't take it to go. It's the bomb. It's the bomb hamburger. You just don't get it anywhere else. That's right. Try it one time and you're hooked. One time.
We were just discussing that coming over here. $5 at McDonald's. People wouldn't come to Bill's.
And you get a better deal.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.
Here are some of the basics that make the difference between Bill's and the Golden Arches.
The griddle is actually colder on one side than the other because it actually takes a hotter griddle to cook the bun, to toast the bun, than it does cook the meat.
I didn't know that.
And so we put this on, we toast it.
Tell me about the beef. What's the beef
then
about?
The hamburger is actually ground chuck. It's 80% lean. And we get it from Tulsa beef. And we cook onions in it, which seems to be, that's the deal that most everybody thinks is different here.
I'd like extra onions, please.
Extra onions, please. We can do extra onions.
If I'm gonna do this, I want to do it right. I'd recommend you try all 5 of the burgers we featured this week. It's great food served by nice people in interesting places. Then go to ktrail.com and tell us your favorite. We'll report on the results. But I wouldn't recommend doing all 5 in the same week. That's a lot of burgers. That takes a determined professional. As for me, it's time to finish my project.
Everybody eats when they come to my house.